My name's Malcolm Ricketts, and last year we came down here to enjoy the spectacle and compete in the Pageant of Power. And I thought there was a distinctive lack of Lotus representation, really. There was a supercar parade, no Lotus cars involved, and I spoke to one of the people from Oakmere Motors who was competing, and he said yes, it was a shame there's not much Lotus representation. I spoke to Nick Adams, who is a good friend of mine. Nick Adams has the Lotus 23 over there, is a senior engineer at Lotus Cars, and I said what we really need is a good Lotus representation. So they kindly said, well, you get on with it. Now so I approached the Cholmondeley Pageant of Power, or the organisers, in about September, October of last year, and they kindly gave me the Friday of their 3-day event in order to arrange something for Lotus Cars. Clive Chapman, 2 years ago, got together a collection of Formula One cars, every Formula One car that had been made, an example of, and it was very successful. And I thought I'd like to try and get together an example of every Lotus road car that has been made. So I set about inquiring from people under the umbrella of Historic Lotus Register, of which I happen to be chairman. So with their approval, I headed it up, an invitation from HLR, and the result is, with the very good offices of some of the local clubs in the northwest area, we've got this fantastic collection and a goodly example of most of the Lotus cars produced. The whole idea when we collected at Castle Farm was to get them in date or chronological order. However, that went slightly out of the window, and we ended up by a higgledy-piggledy arrangement of driving in, but I think the success has been in as much that everybody has appreciated it. We virtually, if you look around, you've virtually got every example of a Lotus road car made.